Long ago, Clara Barton drove her wagon onto a battlefield to care for the wounded and people in need. Supplies and services had to get to areas ravaged by war and later to places devastated by natural disaster. Emergency response vehicles are the modern-day equivalent of those historic horse-drawn wagons. Today, in times of disaster, the ERV is a crucial part of American Red Cross disaster relief. ERV teams in the field, like all disaster relief workers, keep the Red Cross heritage of caring and concern alive.
I feel in mass care on the ERV, you're one-on-one with the people. And that's where I like to be, right there in ground zero with the people.
You're the one that gets right out where the action's at, and that's what I like. I don't want to sit back at a desk and wonder what's going on out there. I want to be out here. I like this.
And the satisfaction of helping people, I think, in need is a lot of it. You really get a good feeling that you're helping people.
People ask, why do I do this and don't get paid? My response is that I'm blessed to be able to go out to help somebody.
Hi, and welcome to the Red Cross course ERVs. Ready, set, roll. You're joining a great team, the men and women who work on the ERV. As a disaster relief worker, you'll sometimes be the first and maybe the only Red Cross person our clients see when they need us most. This course is your first step to becoming an ERV team member. Once you pass the driving test and are approved by your chapter, you'll be ready to represent the American Red Cross and help people in need. Some things are learned best through on-the-job training, and aspects of working on an ERV definitely benefit from experience. In this program, we invite you to watch and listen to those who have worked on ERVs during disaster relief operations. Let's start with the most basic question of all. What is an ERV?
ERV is the American Red Cross acronym for Emergency Response Vehicle. When an ERV rolls to a disaster operation, there are several different functions that we can perform from it. Anything from mass care feeding to disaster mental health services, disaster health services, and family registration.
I'm a mental health expert here, so use it.
When we combine those services, it's what we would call an integrated service delivery.
I can give you this right here.
We can also carry bulk supply on them, cleanup kits. We can do family service on them to where we can actually meet with the clients if it's inclement weather. We can bring them inside the ERV and do the casework on them.
Each ERV has at least 2 workers at all times. They work as a team, sharing the driving and serving the food.
We switch back and forth. I'm the ERV driver right now, but if she'd like to drive, I'll step out and let her drive, and I'll work the window. If we're feeding hot meals, and there's just the 2 of us on here, I'll let her work the window, which is taking care of the people that, as they come up, and I'll get back and fill up the clamshells full of food. So we're a team that way. You have to work as a team to get everything done.
And then we'll switch roles,
Yes.
During the day.
ERV team members put in long hours and depend on each other to deliver services to clients in need. ERV workers share one principal commitment: to provide information, food, or other needed supplies to the people affected by disaster.
Here you go, ma'am.
ERV teams share a common set of values which apply to all aspects of their disaster relief work. These are: think safety first, handle food safely, anticipate customer needs, provide and collect accurate information, and use resources wisely.
We just turn our gauge here and
Longtime ERV drivers know that the key to being a great ERV team member is taking personal responsibility for the ERV and its operation. The ERV will be in service longer and will be safe for you and other team members if you adopt this attitude. But whose ERV is it anyway? Nationals? The chapters? The relief operations?
National owns the majority of ERVs, and they are positioned at chapters across the country, which we call custodial chapters. It's those chapters' responsibility to maintain them, as well as have trained personnel ready to roll to a disaster site within 24 hours. And that ERV team could be on site for as much as 3 weeks.
We know what an ERV is, who's responsible for it, and who owns it. In the next segment, we'll learn about and explore aspects of good customer service and how the ERV functions in the field.